The smaller the batch, the better the catch. Today on The Express, it's all about micro-made.
Cheers.
On today's show,
it's really made an impact, the hoppy beers in Squamish.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hopheads of Howe Sound Brewery. That's the thing I'm tasting that kind of makes me go a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's really exciting to have something that you've created.
Riley O'Byrne's Strathcona stockings.
You take small pieces of wood and join them up and you get a magic product at the end.
The music machine makers at Weber Guitars. Rachel Caffrey's Wicked Purses.
I wanted to keep things small.
See that and more local
If you
expression.
enjoy what you do, that's it. It's not work.
Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward. Today's show is all about the micro-made with maximum talent. From the award-winning beers here at Howe Sound Brewery, to the famous Charlie's Chocolate Factory in Burnaby, to the handcrafted hit Up First. We're off to North Vancouver to see how Weber Guitars make their acoustic works of art.
David Weber knows the guitar like the back of his hand. But he's not really a guitar player. David is a luthier, also known as a guitar craftsman.
It's a creative process. You take small pieces of wood and join them up and you get a magic product at the end with a bit of luck.
It's hard to believe that doing this started out as a hobby, as David now produces some of the world's finest acoustic instruments, all made from top quality wood.
Primarily cedar and spruce are world renowned for their being the right material to build an acoustical instrument out of. And so we're fortunate to have access to that.
In fact, every Weber guitar is made from BC trees, brought in from a local supplier and hand-picked for the guitar being made.
It's a little round body model guitar that we make a lot of here. It's made of big leaf maple, which is the maple from your backyard, for a nice tone wood that we have here.
And almost everything is done by hand, including the rich, glossy finishes and delicate mother-of-pearl inlays on some higher-end models. Machinery is used too. This precision woodcutter perfectly forms body shapes and engraves Weber's signature W. But David says you can have too much of a good thing. You see, Weber doesn't advertise or do endorsements of any kind. In fact, they only produce 60 to 70 guitars a year, and that's not going to change even if demand skyrockets.
Because you lose total control of the end product. It's impossible to scale it up beyond a certain point and retain some control of what you're doing.
Small, simple, superior. That's the Weber way, and while most players will likely never get their hands on one of these, the ones who do will likely never let go. I'm Tim Chung in North Vancouver for The Express.
Weber guitars are all custom made to order, and they range from $2,000 to $3,000. You can get more information at the website. Now, you're watching our Express Micro-Made special, and here at Howe Sound Brewery, they've been brewing what I like to call the liquid gold for over 15 years. So we're going to take a little time to get to know the people and the process.
We're a traditionalist, even though we do different things. To me, first and foremost, it has to be a beer. And then we tweak it from there.
So we started in 1996 as a brew pub specifically.
We have the grain upstairs. This is the main brewing area. And downstairs we have production and conditioning of the beers.
It's like the biggest tub of oatmeal I've ever seen.
There you go.
Is there a technique to stirring this?
No, you just want to get the same temperature everywhere. So kind of circular motion or figure eight or whatever.
Okay. It's like, oh, you'd be good on like a dragon boating team probably, hey? Oh, it's heavy, hey? It's like thick in there. How deep is this?
It's about 3 feet. This is a particularly big beer. It's our Imperial Hefeweizen, so it's a lot more malt.
A lot of brew pubs these days in British Columbia are starting to expand beyond their own walls and are starting to distribute, and that's what we've been doing over the last 3 years. And now we're in through BC and Alberta and a few states in the United States, so you know, it's growing well.
We really feel with the brewery it's important to give back to society, to give back to the community and really stay local. About November we started an Ales for Change program. So we did a production run and $1 from every bottle goes to the Boomers Legacy Fund. It was a young paramedic that died. And then we did a Rockfish Red, so $1 from every bottle goes to the Canadian Parks and Wilderness Society. We feel really good about that.
We did 26 beers last year. Most breweries focus on 4 to 6 beers. So for us to do that many, it's quite an accomplishment in terms of just getting different flavors out there.
There you go.
Oh, yes. All of a sudden I feel stronger, more powerful. I'm the brewmaster.
It's all in the technique. You got very good technique.
I had a good teacher.
There you go.
We've always been single large bottles for our beer historically. So we've come up with a canned product, which is a new lager. It's a higher alcohol, 5.5%, and it's a Dortmunder style, which is a little maltier, little higher alcohol, and a little spicier than some of the domestic lagers on the market.
It smells great, but it doesn't smell like beer.
No. Well, what we do, we have an essence of beer in here, and with some sandalwood, and then we take our spent grain and we add it to make a beer soap. So we do a limited run of these, but people love it.
As we continued on a small system is that it allows us to create a lot of variety in the products we're producing. So it's not like we're just producing 1 or 2 styles of beer. We feel that that's, you know, what keeps the fun in brewing.
Two brews a day, 7 days a week here at Howe Sound Inn and Brewery. I think that calls for a little tasting, and we have that coming up. But right now, how about a pairing? We're off to Charlie's Chocolate Factory in Burnaby, where they can make just about anything out of chocolate, and they do it all by hand.
Have a taste of the good Belgian chocolate.
Ooh, thank you.
You're like me, I prefer the milk as well.
I want the milk.
Charlie Sigvardsson loves chocolate, and he eats it every day.
Real smooth. Melt in your mouth. Good.
How do you stay so trim?
You work.
And work he does. At 81 years young, he still works full-time at his store, appropriately named Charlie's Chocolates.
Started my own business, it'd be 41 years ago this year.
6 days a week, almost full days, and he loves being here with the people and the kids, and he wouldn't miss it.
Charlie is probably most famous for his molds. From cars to sports, whatever it is, Charlie has likely turned it into chocolate.
Most molds are 2 parts. You'll see this head has 4 parts to it. After we make that, and we make the paws, and make the big money, you take liquid chocolate and you attach them later.
And how much does this weigh?
About 28 pounds.
And all the chocolate is made here on site.
And we do a lot of hand dipping, which is very little done now. Oh yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one.
There are production rooms behind glass so that the customers can see it and see how chocolate is made versus just some factory that it shows up in a store.
These are ladybugs, which are individually wrapped. Now this is, the black has to be wrapped on first, and then the red afterwards.
Charlie wanted to keep the business as small as possible, but when you use the best Belgium chocolate and you can make just about anything out of it,
satisfaction guaranteed by the taste buds.
It's not always easy to stay small.
I wanted to keep things small, do it the way I want to enjoy it.
Charlie's Chocolates has enjoyed 4 decades of success, and today, 3 generations of the family run it.
I got into it when I was in grade 4. So, I started working in the back, packing stuff, and so I grew up in it.
Any plans for retirement?
Well, that's a word I don't recognize. As I say, if you enjoy what you do, that's it. It's not work.
Charlie is a great example of that old saying. Some people dream of success, while others wake up and work hard at it. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Burnaby for The Express.
How did it all start? Charlie studied chocolate sales for a marketing assignment when he was getting his commerce degree at UBC, and that was about 60 years ago. You're watching The Express, and we have more tasty talent, this time from Howe Sound Inn and Brewery, plus these stories coming up. After the break,
Wood is my medium. I treat it as a language.
Brent Comer's Wood Works of Art.
People generally are all connected to wood. It's part of our being, especially here on the West Coast.
The story behind Wicked Purses.
Rachel went to school for automotive upholstery. She's using those skills to make handbags.
You're watching local TV on the Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.